A Democratic congressman just accidentally made the strongest case for voter ID laws in political history. What's up, guys? This is Colton again with the most important news on the internet. So here's what happened. Representative Shamari Figures from Alabama was at a town hall discussing his opposition to the Save America Act, which would require proof of citizenship to vote. And then he decided to ask his audience a question that completely backfired. According to Fox News, Figures asked his constituents, quote, "But watch this, how many people in here do not have an ID?" And here's the crazy part. Nobody raised their hand. Not a single person. The clip immediately went viral, with conservatives saying, "This proves their entire point about voter ID requirements." David McIntosh from the Club for Growth and accounts like Libs of TikTok jumped all over this. Now Figures is doing damage control, saying, quote, "I asked the audience a rhetorical question. I fully expected no one to raise their hand." He's arguing that, quote, "If a driver's license is the most common form of ID that the overwhelming majority of people have, then it should be enough to allow people to vote." But then he tried to recover by asking about birth certificates and passports, and suddenly not everyone raised their hand. Democrats have been arguing that voter ID laws disproportionately affect minority communities, with Pew Research showing that 7 in 10 Democratic voters and 76% of black voters support some form of voter ID. But this moment just handed Republicans a perfect soundbite. Now this is where it gets interesting. What nobody's talking about is how this reveals the massive disconnect between political messaging and ground-level reality. For years, we've heard that requiring ID is voter suppression. But here's a Democratic representative in Alabama, a state with significant poverty, and literally nobody in his own town hall lacks basic identification. This suggests the voter ID debate might be more about political positioning than actual voter access. Here's what this means for everyday Americans. The Save America Act already passed the House but stalled in the Senate, and moments like this could change that dynamic. When your own supporters can't demonstrate the problem you're trying to solve, it makes your argument look weak. This isn't about whether voter ID is right or wrong. It's about whether politicians are accurately representing the challenges their constituents actually face. And right now, it looks like there's a serious gap between the political narrative and what's happening in real communities. Do you think this moment changes the voter ID debate? Or is this just political theater? Have you ever met someone who genuinely couldn't get an ID? Drop your take in the comments. I'm Colton with AI Page. See you tomorrow.